Okay, so today I'm going to be watching and reacting to this. I know it's been out for a while. I should have made this sooner, but I'm going to do it now. People are still talking about it. I want to talk about it because I already know this is going to happen again. It's happened before. Cowboy Bebop getting a live action remake, Netflix. And some fans were critiquing Daniella. Daniella's her outfit, just her body, physically, just her compared to the animated character. She had this sarcastic comeback to them, this little video. I wanted to watch it, react to it, give some thoughts. That's it, and start some discussion. So let's just jump right into it. Get my big, bulky headphones on.
Hey guys! So as you know, our Cowboy Bebop first look dropped today, which was so exciting. And I just wanted to address a couple of things that sort of keep coming up in the comments amongst fans. First, I wanted to apologize to the fans that I did not anatomically match the Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman, and they Faye Valentine character. 6 foot, double D size breast, 2-inch waist. You know, they looked everywhere for that woman, and they couldn't find her. It's kind of weird. So they just went with my short ass. I know. Am I right? You know, there was talk about, like, can we put Daniella in a time machine and maybe give her different parents so she has different genetic information to sort of make her look better? It proved to be too complicated. And the other thing I wanted to bring up was I want to apologize that the outfit I'm wearing is not exactly what she wears in the anime. You know, we tried. But doing stunts in tissue paper, things disappear, they rip. Sometimes it just got lost. Anyway, like I was saying, that original costume, they made a couple of them, but like I said, they got sort of slurped up in my various crevices, never to be retrieved again. So we needed to really build something that could withstand the test of time. So just, you know.
Okay. Okay. Well, there wasn't much to talk about there. I only pointed out the height just to make fun of her because it's like, I don't know, I find it kind of funny. It's like you don't even know certain details of the character that you're playing. She's not 6 foot. She's 5'6", according to, Wikipedia. She's not 6 foot tall. She looks like she's really tall, right? Because you think Spike is really tall, and then you see her standing pretty close to him. From what I remember, I thought she was Spike's height. But yeah, her whole argument of you want an unrealistic anime girl brought to life. You know, she mentioned the 2-inch waist. The 2-inch waist, the big chest, big butt, all that. And in being super tall, right? And I saw articles by Screen Rant. I don't remember the other one. Maybe it was comicbook.com. Another one I'd never heard of. And then, of course, her video, and maybe a few other people. And all across the board, I saw the same argument. I saw the same way they were trying to make fun of the fans and attack them. It was the same thing. It was trying to make them out to look like insane people. Like they're crazy. Like you want an anime girl brought to life. Like that's what it was trying to make them sound like. One article was titled something like, fans need to be explained, or the actress needs to explain to fans that anime girls aren't real. And that's how they're trying to run to her defense and, make her feel good, is to help her insult the fans that way. At least that's what I saw. Of course, I disagree with it. No, we're not asking for a realistic anime girl. No one's asking for an actress with eyeballs the size of something like this. Yeah, we want an actress. Find us an actress that has eyeballs this big, Please, because that's what anime girls look like, right? Get us a human being with a nose that literally comes down to a razor sharp point. That's what anime girls look like sometimes, right? It's how they're drawn. You're not going to meet anyone like that. You know, that's just not like literally like a point, like a pencil, like comes down that sharp on the skin. They're not real. No one's asking for an. I don't see that now. You know, are there insane people in this world? Yes, there are insane people in this world. Do I think though that's the majority of the people that were complaining? No. Um, is it unrealistic to find an actress that would fit the description of the animated version of Faye Valentine? It's not unrealistic. It's not impossible. What I think she's confused by, or maybe she does acknowledge but she chooses to ignore, is the fact that what fans are complaining about is that they didn't get an actress that could be defined the same way that you can define the original character. A tall woman, taller woman, or 5'6", a 5'6" woman who's still skinny, has a thin waist, and is thick in the right places, and beautiful, pretty face. Like that's how you would define Faye Valentine, with a short haircut, with a short pixie cut. Like there you go. Those a few descriptions of her appearance, body wise, right? Not talking about the outfit yet. I want to talk about that, but first, just body wise, that's how you would describe Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Is thick in the right places, a skinny waist, 5'6", pixie haircut, pretty face. You know, she's beautiful, right? That's how you would describe the animated character. Fans were just hoping that we would get an actress that we could define the same way. We can't define her that way. I think she has a pretty face. I think she's pretty. She has the haircut. You know, she has a short haircut. Okay. She's just not skinny. And she's just not super thin. You know, she doesn't look like Faye in that body type at all. And that body type in the anime is not unrealistic. It's not. You know, I know she's talking about the 2-inch waist. There are some animes where the waist is drawn, extremely skinny to where it looks like, looks like a freaking One Piece character. You know, it looks like you can snap some of their limbs in half if you just give a little pressure. Like they're super skinny and they're treating them like, like it's super normal. That's not even how Cowboy Bebop is really drawn. It really isn't. We're not asking for anything unrealistic. We're just asking for something that can be described and defined the same way as the real life version. You know, if for example, if a new Superman movie were to come out, and there's a Superman show out right now, right? The Superman and Lois, and then there was Henry Cavill last, and they've been muscular, they've been jacked. That's been the ongoing theme because, well, that's what he looks like in the comics. What if they had a next live-action Superman movie, and he wasn't jacked at all, like at all, no muscle whatsoever. When he wore the suit, just like nothing. He's not fat, right? He doesn't have a pot belly, but he's just average. Just no muscle definition, nothing bulging at all, not even close. Like you wouldn't even guess that this guy works out every day. You would say like he probably works out once a week, one day out of the week. He's just an average looking guy. He's a good looking guy for the role, obviously, right? But he just doesn't, just your average looking guy, muscle wise, and they cast him as Superman, and people are, saying I don't like the way he looks body wise. I wish he looked muscular. I wish he was. It would make just as much sense for comicbook.com, Screen Rant, and all these articles, including the actor himself, to run and attack the fans in the same way they're doing so now and say, oh, you want an unrealistic Superman, you want an unrealistic human being, and they point to pictures of Superman in the comics that are unrealistically, drawn with muscles packed on muscles, drawn that way, just curve, draw another curve, draw a curve here, and it's not realistic. And it's like, yeah, some comic books, the way they draw muscles is kind of, looks like a monster on steroids. It's not really, no, we're not asking for someone on steroids. We're not asking for some monstrosity like Superman is drawn sometimes just to look really buff. We're asking for an actor that can be defined the same way, like he's buff, he's strong, he's muscular. Look at the comic book version. He's buff, he's strong, he's muscular. We want someone that can be defined the same way. I look at that actress and I say, she's thicker. She's a thicker woman. She's not skinny. She's not super skinny at all. I look at Faye Valentine and say she's really thin. She's really skinny, you know. And that's the difference I see body-wise. So her complaining about that, saying 2-inch waist, and like they looked for this woman and they couldn't find her. And I thought it was funny. A lot of the responses I've seen have just been a ton of Faye Valentine cosplay that has just looked spot on with the character. You should look up cosplay of Faye Valentine. There are some really good ones. There are some really good ones out there. They look very close to the original character. Just beautiful versions of her. And they're comparing them to, you know, Daniella's performance in Netflix, her appearance, how she looks, you know, Netflix millions of dollars versus this person with a couple $100 on this cosplay. And, you know, it's pretty funny. So body-wise, that's the only thing. I don't just want to move straight on to the costume yet. I did want to say one more thing before moving on to that costume, just real quick. Just, if you watched my first video, or my second, the scoring system, just, I plan on reviewing movies and anime, and one of the most important things to me is acting and character writing. If her acting performance is incredible, if she's an amazing Faye Valentine, if she's just like the character, if she acts just like the character, if she's sarcastic, if she's witty, if she's the same kind of thief, you know, that Faye was, if she acts that way, if she treats her other crewmates the same way, you know, that's the most important thing to me, is her acting performance. Is she going to be written the same way? How she acts, how she behaves, you know, how she thinks, how she feels towards them and other people around her. If she's written the same way, if she acts the same way, then I'm fine with that. And I have no complaints about that. And those are the things I care about most, rather than trying to match the appearance from an animated character to a live-action movie. But I do care about that. I do care about appearance being the same. I do care about it looking similar. I'm not saying I don't care about that at all. It's just not at the top of my list. So I'm not saying it's something we can't complain about, but I don't think it's something that should be at the top of our list, obviously. So if she gives an amazing performance as Faye Valentine, then I'll enjoy it. The physical appearance is second to those things, but at the same time, I still care about them. So moving on to just the outfit. This is the one area I agree with her on. Just because I'm already like this. I'm already like this when it comes to certain outfits that girls wear in movies and shows, where it's just like, how do you fight in that? How do you run around in that? How is that comfortable? And I understand if it's like a movie scene or show where someone's thrown into a certain situation, like, oh, I gotta run for my life, and they're already wearing, you know, whatever they're wearing. And if that happens multiple times in a movie where it's like they didn't know something was going to happen and they were going to have to start running or fighting and they're already wearing something, you know, like that, okay, fine. But if they know they're constantly getting into situations like that, like, oh, I'm a bounty hunter, I'm going to go hunt some guys down, and they choose to dress that way, I would say it doesn't make sense to me so much. It really doesn't. And even like she said, they put her in an outfit like that and had her try to move around, and it was falling apart. You know, she made some joke about it getting into her crevices and things like that. But that's why you need a skinny actress. Won't happen if you have a skinny actress. I'm just kidding. But I agree with her on that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have an outfit like that. That's one area where I'm like, I'm okay with costume changes for popular animated characters or comic book characters. I'm okay with costume changes if it makes sense. If it's to bring it into a realistic area of functionality. If it's like, okay, the outfit in the comic didn't make sense at all. This character had a huge cape that was like 10 feet long. We're going to cut the cape to, you know, be up to his ankles. Like, yeah, that makes sense, you know, or things like that. Or a girl who's a fighter who wears a skin tight outfit, or, you know, something that's just like, how do you move in that? How do you, you know, with Black Widow, I guess they'll give a little leeway saying it stretches or something, but other outfits that are just like fully exposed, so much skin exposed, really tight top and bottoms, and it's like, how do you run around and move in that? I agree with her on that. I agree with her that for the sake of functionality, when she's hunting people down, okay, change that. I don't, I don't care about that. But in some instances, I would say keep outfits the same when it makes sense, when it's realistic, um, and especially when it comes to someone's body, like, if they're a muscular character, if they were a tall, slim woman in the comics or, original books, then, I would say, yeah, there's nothing wrong with fans complaining about that and saying, hey, we liked that. We just wanted to see that continue. Okay, you're not giving that to us. It's fine with them being upset about it. I don't think they're sexist like these people are making them out to be. I don't think they're wrong for that. What if it was an original anime character that was on the thicker side and the actress playing them in live action was skinny? And the fan said, "Oh, this character was supposed to be thicker. We wanted that." Are they still sexist? Are they still sexist pigs because it's like, "Oh, well, because they want a physical difference again?" I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Um, there's nothing wrong with finding an anime character attractive for certain physical, traits, and then when they don't get that, saying, "Oh, I missed that. I wanted that, and I don't like this change." There's nothing wrong with voicing that. There's nothing sexist about it. I think they went overboard. I think, you know, I think they lost a lot of people. I think Netflix is going to lose people, not subscription wise so much, just watching this. I think a lot of people aren't going to care now. They attack the fans directly. I saw the video by Screen Rant themselves. I hate Screen Rant, by the way. I watched the video by Screen Rant, praising her. Oh, it was hard to watch. This lady doing the video, talking about how it was a great sarcastic comeback. The video has so many dislikes, more than likes. And it was like 300 dislikes to like 100 and something likes, and the comments were just people like, you don't understand what we're saying at all. We're not idiots asking for an unrealistic anime girl brought to life. You're not listening to us. So I don't know why, but yeah, she went over. I feel like she went overboard. I feel like Netflix went overboard, and all these articles went overboard, attacking the fans, defending her. I agree with her on the outfit to a degree, like I said, and I explained it. But when when it comes to the physical body, there's my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Discuss it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're sexist? Do you think they're wrong for wanting that? Do you think she was right in her reply? Do you think she was wrong? What do you think about the outfit and the body, and how Netflix and all these articles handled it? Let me know what you guys think. Love to discuss this. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I have to say on this. Let's talk about it.